So you're looking for a Fire Stick alternative for June 2026, which is globally available, which feels very snappy in the hand, which gives you access to all of your favorite applications, all of your favorite third-party applications, which allows you to access all of your favorite UK applications like the ones you can see on the screen, which also has very good internet speeds, as you can see directly behind me. And to get all of that in a package less than 70 or so pounds, or around about $100, I do think the Google TV Streamer 4K may be a great option for somebody looking to move away from the Amazon ecosystem. Now, I'm using the device right now. It does come with this remote control. I mean, it is very similar to the Google Chromecast remote control, which always felt a little bit slippery, a little bit like a bar of soap, but it is a bit bigger. I mean, I'm missing the play button, which I always do like on all of my streaming devices, but I do think it's fairly responsive. You can customize it. You can install third-party launchers. You can use all of the TDUK applications like the App Killer, like the Screensaver Manager, like the DNS Switcher. All of them are supported. Maybe this could be an option worthwhile checking out. So let me now answer some of those key questions about this box, and then I'll show you exactly how you can get this for around about £75, and for some of you even as less as $40. So please do hit that like button so this video can go out to as many people as possible. And let's answer that first question right now. 4K. Okay, super basic, brand new device. How much storage do you get out of the box? Well, if I go to the settings, go down into system, go into storage, and we can see out of 32 gig storage, the device does come with 26 gigs available. So really ample storage for all of your streaming applications, your utilities, your games, your all sorts of applications. You'll definitely have enough space with that 26 gig. But because it is Android TV, it is very easy to expand the storage with a simple USB drive. Let's back out of that. Let's talk about some specs and numbers. Well, firstly, lots of people were asking, does this device actually run 64-bit OS? And as you can see here, the device does unfortunately run in 32-bit mode. So if you're looking for a true 64-bit device, maybe to contend with the NVIDIA Shield Pro, unfortunately, this is not that device. Now, in terms of actual performance, our guys from AFTV News did a fantastic write-up on this, got some great benchmarks. The new device, in terms of raw numbers, is a little bit faster than the 4K Fire Stick Max first generation, but falls short of the 4K Max second generation. And in terms of comparing this to the original Chromecast, we can see that's down here. Single core processor score of 896 versus 917. So we could say it's a modest update or a modest upgrade from the previous 4K Chromecast. But again, comparing it in real world usage, in real life tests, it does seem more responsive than the original 4K Chromecast. But next up, how fast is the Wi-Fi on this new Google Streamer 4K? Well, big shock, unfortunately, the device does not support Wi-Fi 6. And we can see the speeds I'm getting there, 390 meg down. Let me do that test one more time. Okay, so again, we can see test number 2. We are getting speeds of around about 390 odd meg down. Let me now plug in the Ethernet cable. Now, as you can see, the device only has one Type-C USB port, which is used for the power. You've got your Ethernet port here and HDMI out, but you can plug in a Type-C USB hub, which you can then use to expand the port. So, and you can now see I've got access to multiple USB-A ports. Now I've got the power delivery over here. Let's plug in this Ethernet cable. Okay, that's gone in. Let's now do another speed test. And let's see now what kind of speeds we can get over hardwired Ethernet. Okay, fantastic. So definitely we can say with hardwired Ethernet, we do get more or less my top speed available in my house, which is 1 gig. So definitely happy with those Ethernet speeds. Let's talk about some customizations and sideloading. So can you sideload on this new device, which is running Android TV 14? Well, yes, you can. All you need to do is just go over to the Play Store, go to apps, and let's search for downloader. Here we are. I can click on that. Let's click on install. That's now installed. Okay, I can open that up. Click on OK. We can now make a quick connection to my brand new website, fully updated, and that shortcode is just 53402. Let's click on that and let's click on go. And you'll see with my brand new website, it doesn't have any adverts, no pop-ups, no dodgy links, no fake links. It's been fully redesigned from the ground up to give you the best and safest place to download all of your favorite applications. So I can just click on get tools. And in this example, let's say I'm trying to download a media player. Let's try this one here. Click on that. Make sure your VPN is running. Click on I understand. For security reasons, you can't install applications from unknown sources. If I click on settings, this now takes me to this hidden menu where I can now turn on this option. I do recommend turning on this option for other apps that you have, maybe third-party applications like APK stores, stuff like that. If you see them in here, just turn them on. And this means when you download any application through those stores or through those applications, you'll be able to install them. Okay, so next up, can I use a custom launcher on this new Google Streamer 4K? And the quick answer to that is yes. As you can see on my device, I can press the home button. So 3, 2, 1, go. One click, and that takes me to a custom launcher, fully customizable. I can choose backgrounds, I can customize these tiles, really just get my home screen looking exactly how I like it. Of course, without seeing any of those big Google adverts or Google sponsored applications, I can get this home screen looking exactly like this. And whilst we're in here, can you use the new TDUK DNS switcher and the previous TDUK app killer on this new device? Well, the TDUK app killer, which as I'm sure most of you know, is a great application, allows you to close off all of your background applications with one click. You can make a connection, make sure you've enabled USB debugging in your Google Streamer settings. Once you've done that, I can count my background applications. We have 10 things running in the background. I can set up a whitelist if I want to keep any of those 10 applications running. But in my case, I want to click on force stop all apps. It says 9 applications have been killed, and those applications have now been properly force stopped, which frees up memory, frees up those valuable CPU cycles, and just means your device just responds and performs better. This is available on the Google Play Store. Next up, does the Google Streamer 4K support NTFS and or exFAT devices? NTFS unfortunately is not supported. I've tried a few different USB sticks. Every time I plug something in, formatted as NTFS, it just comes up with an error. Now, fortunately, you can use exFAT devices. I know on some of these other devices, which are only limited to FAT32, which has a big limitation where you can't have any file size or any file bigger than 4 gig. Whereas this USB stick here is formatted as exFAT. This was the NTFS one, which didn't work. If I unplug this, I can now plug in this exFAT formatted USB drive, plug that in. I'm hoping I'll be able to access the media on here. Okay, we get the prompt. I can click on cancel. And there you can see the file there. I can open that up. I can scroll down. So I'm browsing the exFAT formatted USB drive. And here we see at the bottom, the fact that we can see this file, which is 5.65 gig in size, just proves that we are definitely reading files larger than 4 gigs. So if you do have your movie library on an external exFAT formatted drive or USB drive, you'll be able to access all of the content in here and play that content without any issue whatsoever. So wrapping up, guys, 4 gigs RAM, 32 gig storage, fairly okay CPU, but in terms of actual performance, real life performance, it does feel fairly snappy when using the device. You get gigabit Ethernet, and of course, as it's running Google TV, you really can go ahead and customize it as much as you like. Now, in terms of where you can get this for a discounted price, as you can see here, for some of you, you'll actually be able to find this as cheap as $40, depending on how active you are with Google Play, if you've used Google Play points. So I will leave a link for that in the description so you can check that out. Now, for the rest of you, you can also look on Amazon.com. You can see here, if you do order this from there, you can see the price is just £75, and there's only like a £5 shipping charge to ship it from USA and bring it to the UK. So in that way, you can see it's fairly competitively priced, is backed by Google. So in terms of updates, in terms of support, bug fixing, you do know you've got a reliable company behind you. So again, if you're looking for an alternative to the Amazon ecosystem, this could be, particularly at this price point, a good option for you to check out. So I will leave all of the links in the video description and pinned comment. If you want to check this out, do leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.